Using a hollow cord pile to burn pine straw. William Hovey Smith, 2018. I'm the author of Backyard Deer Hunting, and one of our annual fall things to do is to burn excess pine straw and leaves. Using a hollow cord pile, we can get the job done faster.
This is Hovey Smith, the Backyard Sportsman. And behind me, I have a hollow cord burn pile. Now my pine needles, what you see in the piles here, are falling before my oak trees. So this is a good time to gather good pine straw. And I've done that with my yard sweeper and given away what other people need to put around their shrubbery and such. But I'm still left with some excess to dispose of, so it's here on the burn pile. Now I've constructed this burn pile with a hollow core. That is, I put a bunch of miscellaneous wood in the middle of it, and then I'm piling the pine straw on top. What this will do is act as a chimney as it burns and result in a faster, more efficient burn. Pine straw, when it's packed up solid, and particularly if it's had a little rain on it, is very difficult to burn completely and thoroughly. The core of it stays very, very hot indeed for a long time. This gets the job done more efficiently. But it's too dry to do anything now. I'm going to need to wait until we have some precipitation, some rain, and then I'll fire the pile from the inside. Before I cover it up with another layer of straw, you can see the branches and twigs I have on the inside that actually forms a core. So there are now hollow voids in there, which once we get that fire started, is going to allow air to circulate from the middle out. So that should efficiently burn all the straw in the pile. The pile is now constructed, and you can see the cavities I've left open in the interior. So even if we have rain on this pine straw, that pine straw on top will act as a thatch, and actually the interior of the pile will still be dry even if we have a concerted rain on top of it. We have arrived at a time to light our pile now. We had a little shower earlier today. It is about noon right now, but dead calm. And I've taken the water hose and wetted around the pile right now and put a cereal box full of paper in one of our open cavities near the top. So this will give it a good start. I gave it a little extra dose of water around the edges because very soon it's going to be too hot to approach. Almost like an open mouth now, like it's going to gobble something. is very light to no wind, most of the smoke is going just straight up, which is just what's wanted. The wood is catching good in the middle of the pile. So, yep, everything is going well. Fear of getting the camera too hot, I'm going to have to move it out of the way. We're now looking at the pile burning from another angle. Because almost all of this is pine straw, there's very little actually flying from the top of the pile in the way of burning leaves, although I do have a few oak leaves in there. Some of the smaller pieces of wood, which are actually the structural elements on the inside of the pile, are now burning, and burning very well. They're going to collapse pretty soon, and you'll see the top of the pile actually come down and compress a little bit. So I guarantee you, that'll grill your steaks for you. I'll even fry your watermelon. Almost nothing glowing and burning has escaped that pile. The occasional popping that you hear are probably pecans. There went another one. Probably at least half of the volume of the pile has been consumed now. Now that's a well-mannered, well-controlled fire. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do. I'm going to wait a few minutes yet. When I can get closer to it with a rake, start moving elements of that around, because there are still some thick batches of pine straw that are just caught on the top side and are not burning in the middle, but the bulk of it is really caught well. I moved the camera back to about the same position where it was, and you can see that the box full of miscellaneous papers that I had in there is now just pretty well burned to ash. The top of the pile has collapsed. The wooden fragments have mostly burned through and lost their strength, although there are a couple that are still not completely gone, but they're certainly working on it pretty good. And the pile near me is now cooling and drying. There's something aesthetically pleasing about watching a fire, so I'll just let y'all do that for a while. heat got me away from doing that in a hurry. I'm just going to have to let the whole stuff cool off a little bit before I can get close to it. The fire is now at its waning stages. I've taken the rake and broken up the pine straw, and as if on cue, we have rain. So it can continue to burn out its last few gasps there, and the rain will put it out. So we have accomplished exactly what we intended to do. A good, fast, clean burn on a pile of pine straw. We now have a nearly complete burn down of our pile, and although we are having a few drops of rain, I'm going to go ahead and just wet it down with the hose and finish it off. Well, that's pretty well got it. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe. Goodbye, God bless, and see you next time. Besides backyard deer hunting, I have other outdoor books, and these include extreme muzzleloading, crossbow hunting, practical bow fishing. Now, my newest book is Create Your Own Job Security, Plan to Start Your Own Business at Midlife. In this book, I advocate that you start a series of businesses throughout your life as you need them. And by the time you're middle-aged and working for someone else, you already have a business running in the background. So that should you be suddenly unemployed at age 40 or later, you have something that you can rely on that you already own. Burning yard leaves is a fall activity, but you must take care, and you are responsible for the fires you set. Now, this pile was completely consumed in about 20 minutes. For more information on my books, blogs, and more than 700 videos, you can go to my website, www.hoveysmith.com. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors. Goodbye, and God bless.